Hi everyone, welcome back to Crochet Rocks. Tracy here, and well, whoa, been a bit of a busy day. So yeah, I had a message from someone that said, surely if it's today for me, it's tomorrow for you. It is. So this is today, which is your tomorrow. But when it's your today, it's my yesterday. And I feel like we need to stop this. But never mind. Happy tomorrow, everybody, today. Wow. The weather turned again. It's not very warm. It's not, I wouldn't say bitter cold. I went out, didn't have a jacket, and I wasn't freezing, but it's raining. It just said on the weather forecast it would stop at 11. They lied. It's been raining all day, but it's that horrible fine rain now that means, you can't even really wear anything, or it's a waste of time putting up an umbrella, but you get wet anyway. So, yeah, horrible day, horrible weather. What is that? Oh, I don't know where that came from. I've never seen it before, but it is on my lead for my light. How bizarre. I just thought something was stuck on it. So 17,000. Probably more than that now. Should we look? I'm spun by it. I tell you, I really am. It took me totally by surprise. Oh, I'm in the 17,106. Didn't have 17 when I went to bed last night. God, I am. Because I only did the 17.5 giveaway yesterday. So being as though that today for me is Sunday, you're watching it Monday, I know. But I've just filmed my giveaway, and I thought I can't do like the Sunday giveaway and then a 17. So because then I've got hump day. So I figured, you know what, I'll just do a 17 Sunday. So yeah, I had to combine the two. Madness, but I'm not complaining. I am certainly not complaining. Excuse me a second. Oh, really had an itchy nose there. It drove me absolutely balmy. I was sitting there going, I need to do that. I know what it is. It's a powder I use. You know, when I just like powder me so I'm not so shiny. It irritates. It really does. But they all do. Every single one I've ever bought irritate me around my nose. It's annoying. I don't know. It's a very sensitive snitch I have. A very sensitive nose. I had a bit of a dodgy morning. I got on the scales and I thought I stayed the same again, and I lost about a stone, which is 14 pounds, and then I hovered between a couple of pounds on, off, and it just went on and on and on, and it's not moved since, and that's really bugged me. So we had this conversation today where I said, I'm not going to carry on with this. If it's not going to work for me, then I'm not doing this. I'm going to switch and do maybe Slimming World or something like that. I wanted to lose it quicker, and it seems to be slower. So, what is the point? And then between us, we decided to give it another go. Go back to induction, go back to lean and green, and stopping all of the... Not that we do anything that's very carby, but recently we've been having jelly. We've been having like a sugar-free jelly with cream, and so yesterday Gary said he really, really, really misses mousse, and I said, you know what, my mum used to make mousse. She used to make a mousse out of jellies, so I'm going to have a go at doing that. So I did that last night, and it was amazing, but I know we ate too much of it. And I said, we're probably doing ourselves no favours with the amount of cream that we're eating, because obviously Gary has cream in his coffee. If I make anything like my curry, then, I put a little bit of cream in that. So, there's cream in a lot of stuff, and so maybe there's too much of that going on. But to be honest, everything we have, it's way past induction. We're allowed to have it. Don't get what's going wrong. So we're going to pare it back down, start again, but if this doesn't work, then we're going to be doing it. Because Gary really does miss potato. It's when he does things like salad, he likes to have new potatoes with it. You see, what I hate about diets, and this is really from the bottom of my heart what I hate about diets. You do low carb and you can eat butter. What do you want to put butter on, for crying out loud? You know, you can't have bread, you can't have potato. You can put a little bit of butter in your mushrooms to make them taste nicer. You know, cook an egg in butter if you want, but I don't like to. But we do use a bit of butter, the corn and everything else. But go on a Slimming World diet, you can eat the bread and you can eat the potato, but you can't put butter on it. So it tastes vile anyway. It tastes insipid. So you think, oh, you know, why would I want to eat a jacket potato? It doesn't taste of anything. It's boring, you know. So, you know, boiled potatoes, roast potatoes, done the Slimming World way. New potatoes, fine, but no butter, you know. That's the thing. You can't have one that has them all, you know, because that's when you get fat anyway, isn't it? Oh, life, eh? I don't know. Anyway, bear with me a sec. I've come to the conclusion that I don't have an itchy nose until I sit here. It's like my brain says, itch. It really itches. Go on, rub it, scratch it. And yet my whole self is saying, don't touch your nose, don't touch your face. But then the other little demon on the shoulders going, it really itches. Just give it a little scratch, you know. But, you know, if I go and watch TV, it doesn't itch. So it's got to be. I know I sound insane. I do apologise. But you know what I mean? It's what I'm trying to say. It's psychosomatic. It's not a real itch. It's one that because I'm sitting here, I can't do it. That's why it does it. That's my theory. So let's see. You know you're old when your nose itches on camera. No, it doesn't say that at all. I might be on a new page. No, your head makes dates your body can't keep. Did I do that one? I think I did 2 yesterday. Okay, you know you're old when you lean over to pick something up off the floor and ask yourself, is there anything else I need to do while I'm down here? More like you bend down to pick something up and you can't help it, you just fart. That's the worst one. But I don't think that's an age thing. You know, that's the worst thing, especially if you're in company, you know, and you bend down to pick something up. And all of a sudden a little love puff pops out. I know, they're not really love puffs, are they? I know what a love puff is. And if you don't, I'm not telling you. Okay, so let's have a look at this, shall we? We have, I don't know, is that Darth? Gary loves Darth Vader. It does look a bit Darth Vader, doesn't it? Almost hear it, can't you? Anyway, it's very dark. It's always dark. It's always dark. Anyway, what was I going to say? 17. I'm spun out by it. I decided what I need to do. Let me just give you one of these because you haven't heard that for a long time. Okay. What I need to do is go over some of my older tutorials that when I look back on them and I go, oh my God, it's a wonder anyone watched you, really. That's what I think. And there's always, when I started, the couple of tutorials that were mega popular don't really get that much traction now. And so I'm going to revamp them. That's what I'm going to do. And I'm going to revamp them using my new techniques. And back in the day, we didn't have timestamps. So you had to put it in yourself, you know, like, so if you want part 2 of this, you'll find it at this point. But now, the YouTube thingamajig, like the bots and the algorithms and all the stuff, sort it out for you. So it's pretty cool. So I figured that my willow square blanket, I think, is nicer than most because it's not ridiculously holy. It's not 20 million chain, you know. I don't like when they're very holey. I'm not a very, very massive hole type person. And when I looked and I made my first willow square, I thought, no, I'm going to improve on this. You know, the way that these are made, that's not for me. So I improved on it. I did it as a cowl. So we did the whole blanket as a cowl. And I made the blanket that was in that for Tyler. And it was before he was born, I made it. And it's still, to this day, is the one blanket he must have. Drags it everywhere. It's gigantic holes in it. It's really seen better days. But he drags that everywhere, and that's his favourite. And, yeah, he loves it so much. So that's how long it is. Because those babies, both of them born in the same year. So they're going to be 7 this year, next birthday. So that's how old that tutorial is. It can't really be that old, surely. I don't think I've been on YouTube that long. I don't know, maybe 6 years. Yeah, probably I would say. Because he's not 7 yet. He's 10 months behind Harley, who'll be 7. So maybe he is, 6. And only just, really. I'm losing track. Anyway, I'm not very good with dates anymore. I used to be absolutely perfect. I'd always remember everybody's birthday. I would remember every kind of appointment I've got, and I would remember them. Now they need to go on a calendar or they don't get done. Yeah, that's just the way it is. My dates, they slip through my mind like it's a sieve. I cannot remember them anymore. So I figured I would do that. And the first one that I did, I made with the Poundland yarn. So that's what I'm doing again, but I'm doing it with the new one. So I'm having a little go, refreshing my memory as to how I did it and how I can improve on my improved one. Because you can, you can always improve, can't you? So I figured my one was an improvement on the ones that were around, but I'm going to improve on my one. And then I'll do another tutorial. But whereas I did it as a cowl and there wasn't the timestamps, I did part 1 and part 2, the same square, but I released them both on the same day. And that way, if you only ever needed to refresh what you're doing on part 2, you could go to part 2. And that worked great, but I'm going to do it as a one video, and I'm just going to make a few and, do something. But that blanket, whenever anybody sees that, because it's out in the yarn van and it used to sit behind me, and people always just say, what is that blanket up there and what is that yarn? But basically it is the Poundland yarn, this one, and this is a newer one, the same sort of yarn, but it's made teal and orange, whereas that one had predominantly pink with the teal and the orange. But it's gorgeous. I love that yarn. It is, I don't think Poundland realise what it is they have in that yarn. Maybe they do because they brought a new one out, but it is by far the best yarn they do. And yeah, so I will do that anyway. I'm going to go through maybe some of my old ones, not all of them, and upgrade them, as well as making new stuff. And I've been doing some swatches of the Aldi yarns that I got, so that will be soon as well. I've been swatching, and yeah, so also I want to do the chemo beanie. I went out the yarn and I was going to get the yarn to do something with it, and or to try, and I forgot to bring that back. So twice I've been out there now. See, I just have to list things, I need lists. I've got a new list book actually for Mother's Day. I'll show it to you. Hold on. Hello again. As if by magic I appear. But I had that big Zaflora one that I got in Home Bargains. Well, I got one for Mother's Day from Paul and Victoria, and it says Mum's Things to Do on it, and with flowers. So this was part of my Mother's Day present. So yeah, I've got another to-do book, which I really need, now. So I'll have to stop writing everything. It's like we went shopping just a little while ago, Gary and I got lots of chicken and stuff that I needed. And the one thing that I really, really needed was makeup take-off pads. You know, the round kind of, they're flat and you can put your jollop on, and you can take your powder off and all that sort of stuff. I don't know what they're called. They're just like little cotton pads. So, and I have got 5 left, you know, and I've got cotton wool balls, but I don't like them. So I've been trying to use the cotton wool balls to spare these 5 pads that I'm going to... Next time I go, I'm going to get a couple of boxes, or a couple of packs rather. Did I get them? Did I chuff? Totally and utterly forgot. Slipped out my head. Well, I've got a list. Where's the list? Forgot the list. You know, forgot to take the blessed list. Honestly, I don't know. Maybe my brain is more cluttered than it needs to be, you know. Too much going on in it, perhaps. I don't know. Things that I plan on doing. And but one brilliant piece of news, a brilliant piece of news, is that I had an email to say that my yarn genies are on the way. I can't wait to get them. And hopefully there's some yarn in there as well to try, which as soon as I get it, I will show you guys. And I can't wait to stock those. I really can't. Not that I expect them to just fly away, but I ordered some extra spindles, and I thought, you know, I won't put them all in stock. I'm going to have some of them for me, because as it is, I've only got the green on there, and I don't want to keep taking it off, putting it on, taking it off. So that's going to be my little bit of messing about, playing with, and doing a few things to get ready for tutorials. That's my yarn for it. But obviously when you make a project, you want to be able to put your yarn on it, don't you? So, and if you've got 2 or 3 colours. So a lot of people have been asking me about this. I've had about 5 people now say, that's great, what would you do if you change colour? And I realise now, I should have probably put that in my video. But if you're watching and you want to do this and you want to change colour, my previous videos on seamless granny squares, when I've done the changing colour part, I always end off this colour, and then in another square I reattach my yarn, and I would just do my stacked double crochet UK, stacked single crochet US. I would just do that and half a corner in the new colour, and that way I'll work over that end, and when I get to this one I'll work over this end. I don't like working over 2 ends at the same time, but that is how I would change colour. And the reason for that, I know you can change colour by, there's 2 methods that you can do it by, but when you do change colour, when you're doing the seamless, you get a little tiny horizontal line of colour. Hello, Gary. I wondered why you hadn't made a noise. There we go. You get a little tiny horizontal bar of the old colour show through. And I've done other things in the past to get rid of that, but by far the easiest is to just end off that colour, in another corner reattach that colour. So that's what I do. That's what I will recommend. So if I get to that stage in another video, I will show that, but it's quite easy, quite self-explanatory, I think. I've decided I'm not going to do the curry that I was supposed to do today. I did get another joint of beef out, and it's in the slow cooker now. The last one was amazing, just fell apart. So I figured Gary said this would be lovely curried, and I was going to do that today, but now, because the diet is stuck, I want to get stuck into doing it lean and green. So I should probably just have like veggies, keep it basic. It's going to be hard, really is, going back to that, but if it doesn't really pick up, then it's going to have to go over to sort of Slimming World, I suppose. And you do lose weight slowly on that, but it's better than not losing weight at all, isn't it? So now I've rubbed it, I've got a real red nose. Look at that. It was Red Nose Day the other day. I fit in really well. I'm sure there's other things that I was going to tell you, and they are completely out of my head now. Gary's been renewing shelving. I've now got shelves up in, I've got them all along this wall in the other side of the room. So I've got shelves, I've got 2. And then he made a little one to make it L-shaped, which is really, really nice. And then over the other side, he wanted to put a little shelf unit, but I said, no, I want to keep that clutter free, because otherwise the room starts to look small if you have shelves everywhere. But at the side of the wardrobe, there's going to be a chest of drawers, which is only a small one, and the little shelf unit, they're only that deep, will go on the wall. So little knickknacks can go on there, you know, like my little cat ornaments and things like not just cats, but I could probably put things like, probably put things like my gimbal on those, although I do keep them in here mostly. But you know, anything that I could, it just frees up a lot of space, I think, and I can put a few ornaments on there, which would be nice. And some perfumes, that's the main thing I need to put somewhere, is my perfume, which would be nice to go there, because they're small. Okay, so I'm going to get off and upload this and my other video that I've done earlier, which is actually for Sunday. So one for today and one for tomorrow, or one for today for you and one for yesterday. Here I go again. Sorry about that. Can't resist it. Anyway, 17. I'm in shock, you know, in a nice way. In shock in a nice way. Thanks for watching, guys. I will see you on the next one. And I have an open with me for today. It is the latest copy of a magazine. I think it's the Simply Crochet one. So that will be popping up today, which is Monday for you. Yeah, so tomorrow. Sorry, I did it again. But yeah, watch out for that. And I don't know, there might be something else by then. I'll see you on the next one. Bye for now, guys.